So this video, it's a mild rant because it's just about a TV show, but it's something I haven't put up a rant video in a long goddamn time. Yeah, this video is my first in a long time. It's just over a TV show. So my second favorite episode of Miami Vice is Evan, season 1, episode 21 or 22. Maybe I'll change the name just in mother grabbing case. But let's see. Yesterday, instead of rerunning that episode tonight on Encore Action, it indicates they're going to play the next episode, which is the season finale, which is called Lombard. So I know once in a while they might show an episode in order, but I've been hearing about this. I've seen on, I don't know that Miami Vice is still on Netflix and Hulu anymore, but I've been told that Evan, that's the name of the episode, okay, is not available. And some people think it might be because it comes from a time when gays weren't as respected. The backstory has to do with homophobia, and also during one earlier kind of amusing scene, Crockett goes undercover as an Aryan Nations, type of person, white supremacist, and he acts real super hardcore, stick up his butt macho, and he's like, and he bashes women, homosexuals, minorities, and when he says homosexuals, my sister and I laughed because he was like, homosexuals. I don't know if you've seen the story, but potential spoilers if you haven't, including that one. So it deals, for those of you who haven't seen it, with a grudge that one of the Crockett has for a arms dealer, from the Department of Tobacco and Firearms, that like in the previous day, like when it first came, Miami Vice, like kamikaze cop, and it's all about why he's a kamikaze cop. He acts like it almost. By the opening credits of the show, he's acting like he's playing kamikaze, and he's just, when he runs into Crockett and Tubbs during a meet and greet with an arms dealer, shoot, you could cut the tension. Maybe you could even cut the tension with a fork and knife. He has just the worst attitude. You want to just punch him in the face. And so Tubbs, as soon as they leave the meet and greet, Tubbs kind of tells Crockett that he implies he can't stand him. Crockett says, no, we're not going to bust him because he's a cop. And I still remember my sister and I were just like, well, I had read the TV guide listing, so I kind of knew. But this episode is kind of poignant, a little disturbing. Still stays with me because it deals with trying to forgive the past. That was the big thing I got out of it. And this guy, I mean, he drank too much. And the backstory goes into why he's the way he is. He drinks too much. He's got industrial strength attitude and depression issues. And just, and he also says something that kind of stays with me, that it was really used well in the flashback episode from the 4th season, A Bullet for Crockett. He says something like, do you ever think that somewhere out there is a bullet with your name on it? And anyway, this is my second favorite episode, a wonderful fellow Miami Vice fan here on YouTube, Morgan Richter. Just give a shout out to her. This is her all-time favorite episode, and she says it's almost perfect. Seek it out because it should not be missed. She's right that she's right that Bill Russ's performance, I mean, he got it all. He got it right because, he's got a bad attitude. You want to just punch him out. And sometimes he's just sitting there with a bottle of hard liquor, and he's like, whiskey, I think, and he's just like, nah, something isn't right. Something isn't right. Now, about Burnett, uh, and Crockett takes his, yeah, you'll see how Crockett reacts when people try to help him out and ask him about it. Even the lieutenant, he doesn't even want to say anything. He just won't, he just, it's about his second thoughts about being on the case and what Castillo says about it. And once somebody speculated that maybe it was legal issues that keeps this off of streaming and stuff. It's unfortunately I have the DVDs. I have old DVDs that were old even when I bought them, and I watched even this a few days ago. There is a YouTube upload. No offense to the uploader, but I don't understand what was up with some of the acts, which are mostly the clips are divided into mostly 2 or 3 minute clips, and one of them 6 minutes. And some of them have a big old close up of the Miami Vice logo on there that's barely semi-transparent, so you can hear stuff, but I don't know. But here's the important thing: where to find it, besides on DVDs and I'm sure on the new Blu-rays, on Daily Motion. So just Google Miami Vice Evan. It came up, Evan, and it's kind of cool how the Latin arms dealer, when Evan was copping an attitude, he kept saying, he kept slapping his hand with his thick Latin accent here. Evan, Evan. I thought it was almost a highlight. So that actor Al Israel as the arms dealer was in Scarface. I only saw Scarface once, I think. So anyway, this is my second favorite episode of Miami Vice of all time. This is my favorite. Yeah, and the only one I like better was, as I nicknamed it, Calderon Strikes Back. That would be Calderon's Return, also from the first season. And nothing against Gregory Sierra, but he reportedly didn't like living in Miami. Just a side note here. So at least that gave them a chance to bring in one of the Edward James Olmos, who created easily one of the baddest police lieutenants of all time. With apologies to Columbo and Kojak and all those. Get on Daily Motion and just Google Miami Vice Evan. In the meantime, ciao.